Phantasy Star Online 2 is gearing up for a Western beta. New seasons are kicking off in SMITE and Apex Legends. Star Trek Online celebrates its 10th anniversary, and a few MMOs are saying farewell. What's good, everyone? James Blonde here with your weekly recap for gaming news and announcements of the week of January 31st, 2020. The news was pouring in hot this past week, and starting it all out, it's only taken us 8 years, but we're finally getting some solid news about Phantasy Star Online 2 for the West. This week, Sega announced that it will be holding its first closed beta test for PSO2 in North America from February 7th, which is a week from now, through February 9th. Lots of upsides here. Not only do we finally get our hands officially on a game that we wanted for so long, but there will also be no data wipe, and beta testers will get a handful of rewards for launch. The downside, the beta is only for Xbox One. Sorry, PC folk. While PSO2 is coming to Windows 10 as well, right now the testing is only on Xbox. Bummer. If you do have an Xbox One, though, make sure you check out the news link in the description for how to sign up for beta. On the flip side, though, we have to say goodbye to the dream of another MMO we wanted for a long time, Torchlight Frontiers. Yes, the team behind the Torchlight MMO has taken in feedback from its alpha players and has decided that the game would better exist as a single-player style RPG like Torchlight 1 and 2. So Torchlight Frontiers has been officially converted into Torchlight 3. While we won't be seeing this as a Torchlight MMO, the game's features are being translated over into the classic ARPG experience, including the new Fort and Relic systems, and progression will go back to the standard linear experience. It's a shame, but sometimes you have to know when to do what's best for the game, right? Unfortunately, Duelyst isn't getting the same treatment. Last week it was announced that Duelyst would be shutting down for good. The servers turn off on February 27th, and the dev team has cut the cost of the Diamond Orb purchases by 99% to help players enjoy their last month in-game. No official reason was given as to why the game's shutting down, which is a shame because it was very well reviewed and one of our own favorite card games at MMO Huts. I did the first look myself. I think it probably would have picked up a little bit better if it was also available on a mobile platform, but who knows. And it's not the only card game shutting down either. Fable Fortune has also announced that it will be shutting down on March 4th after a 2-year run. Sadly, the game hasn't had any active players for months, according to the Steam charts, so we can't say we're surprised that this one has fizzled out. Meanwhile, SMITE has kicked off Season 7 this week with its first season update. The main feature of this update is the new Chinese Joust map focused on Corrupted Jade, which will also kick off a new storyline for the MOBA. There's dozens of balance changes, plus quality of life improvements that include reduced load times on PC, improved graphics, and more. The 2020 Season Pass is also available now, which grants access to all Season 7 gods, the limited edition Eternal Tormentor Zeus, and more. There's also the Enchanted Chronicles Battle Pass, which will have a fantasy theme and include Charmcaster the Morrigan, Strix Beast Fenrir, and Lord Bifrost Heimdall. This is, of course, only the start of the season, so expect more news to be coming throughout the year. You might remember that last week, Apex Legends dropped their first teaser details of Season 4, and they're back at it again this week with their Season 4 launch trailer. Though that's a bit of a tease because Season 4 doesn't kick off until February 4th. Still, this hot new trailer showcases a new legend, Revenant, who's said to use unnatural abilities to haunt his enemies and defy death. Doesn't sound like someone I'd like to meet in a fight. The Season 4 update also comes with a new bolt-action sniper rifle, Sentinel, a new battle pass, free login rewards for Apex Legends' first anniversary, and of course the start of Ranked Series 3. Off in the final frontier, Star Trek Online is celebrating its 10th anniversary, and with it is a brand new update called Legacy. The update focuses on the history of Star Trek and features new episodes starring 7 of 9 and Michael Burnham. A little nod to the new Picard series there, I see. There's also a new task force operation and a bunch of anniversary events that can earn you the Kitomer Alliance Battlecruiser. This update's already live on PC. Console players, as always, have to wait a little longer. If sandbox space travel is more to your liking, you'll be happy to know that Nova Quark's Dual Universe has launched its massive Alpha 3 update, Shattered Alliances. Featured in this update are economy changes such as market taxes, construct trading, and crafting and industry updates. Pilots can try out new mouse control schemes or cruise control and get more detailed information on the status of their ship. Finally, Dual Universe is introducing player organizations, which are in-game groups that can function pretty much any way you want. A little like guilds in other MMOs, but with some major differences and a lot more freedom. If you've been itching for an in-depth space exploration MMO, make sure you check out the game. Speaking of waiting, World of Tanks players have been waiting for the replacement for the first season of Ranked Battles, which was cancelled back in May, and Wargaming is ready to deliver on their promise to bring those rewards back. The game's introducing Dynasty Wars, a two-faction random battles team competition between the Tigers and the Dragons. It will run for 2 weeks, starting today, January 31st, and running until February 13th. Players can earn a custom commander, custom team items, premium account time, credits, garage slots, and much more. Registration's still open for the event if you want to get your hands on some good loot. Vindictus is still kicking around, and they're ready to show off the third Redeemers update. This update introduces the blacksmith deity Brigid, who will test the player's worthiness to wield the weapon Frakarok. This boss has powerful chain attacks, instant teleports, and large wing attacks, so you'll have to pay close attention to beat her. There's also a limited time story event which will introduce you to Brigid and let you earn a few extra rewards to help you in the fight. Ready to test something new? Fractured MMO has announced that it will be holding a new stress test at the beginning of February, and this time everyone's invited. The test will run from the 4th through the 10th for backers, and anyone registered to Fracture's website can join in starting on the 6th. The test will feature some of the upcoming alpha updates, including enchanting, materials, shields, and new shaders and lighting. If you like a sandbox MMO, but you're not a fan of the gank box, you might want to check this one out. February is lining up for the release of Dota Underlords as well. Valve has announced that its auto battler will launch on February 25th with new contents, rewards, and alliances. This week they've also added Enno to the roster, who can poison, heal, and steal. If you haven't tried out the game just yet, it's free play on Steam. And if you do happen to have an Xbox One, like we were talking about earlier, and you're looking for something to do this weekend, why not stress test Bless Unleashed? The free-to-play MMO that reimagines Bless Online is running an infrastructure test until February 3rd at 10 a.m. Pacific. All previous beta testers are welcome in addition to new testers. The beta test will let you play up to level 30 and features special dungeon competitions and field boss raids. There's a chance to earn 2 beta titles, Breaker of Games and Dungeon Breaker, along with a 7-day Valor perk. Just be aware that your progress won't carry over to the game's upcoming launch. Also hitting a public beta test this weekend is the PC card battling game Phageborn. Phageborn is an online CCG that aims to focus on both a strong storyline and popular card game elements. It features a dual resource system along with a 2-lane battleground arena and 2 versus 2 multiplayer, which is a real rarity in card games. The beta is available on Steam for free, but once the game goes into early access, it'll cost money, so take that as a note of caution. And one last beta on today's list, Hunter's Arena Legends, which promises to be a mix of MOBA, Battle Royale, and Action RPG, has announced that registrations are now available for its upcoming closed beta test. 10,000 players from each region, North America, Europe, and Asia, will be selected to participate in a test that will run from February 20th to February 23rd. Make sure you check out how to register in the link in the description below. And that's about it for all the major news and announcements for this week. If you're looking for more information on the news topics, check the links in the description below. Feel free to discuss the news or even more news in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that little bell icon to get notifications, and of course, share this video. But until next time, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.